So, today I want to talk about legalism. And we Christians, we've made legalism kind of normal. We have our own laws. And we tend to want to go back to Judaism, which in many effects is good idea because the Jews have a lot of things that, well, I say correct, but the most important thing, they don't have the Messiah. So we cannot go back exactly where they are. A lot of things what I hear is that legalism is Christianity because Jacob says so. And the truth is that Jacob never say that you need to be under the law. You need to do the works of the law to be a Christian, to get to heaven. Jacob never says that. Jacob never says that in order to get to heaven you need to do this, that, this. What Jacob says, plain and simple, is that faith without works is dead. And what he means by that is, if you are a Christian, you're a born-again Christian who's been given this most amazing gift in the world, and it doesn't show anywhere that it cannot be so. What he means by that is, it should glow out of you. You should be happy. You should be feeling thankful. You should help people. You should do this and you should need to do that. But doing works doesn't get you to heaven. By faith alone you get to heaven. But that faith should be seen. And there's a difference that people may not understand, that especially today, that it's not the same to say that, yeah, I believe in Christ, but I don't want anyone to know that, I want to be incognito. My faith is my personal matter. Well, yes, it is. Your faith is your faith. But it should show somewhere. What I mean is, you cannot be a born-again Christian and keep it under the table. I'm sorry, I'm with Jacob on this one. Either you are a born-again Christian and you do whatever it takes to show people that. And today's world, we have the most basic way to show that we are born-again Christians, and that's through the good works we do to those people that are in need. We don't do that mainly for the people that are in need, because of course they are the ones who get the help, but we do it because we do it for the Christ. We do good things because we do it to the Jesus Christ. Or that should be the way we do it. What Jacob also says, that he cannot understand why the church is looking at person and how they look before they, if I come there, they probably would have, be like, hi. But if Bill Gates comes through those doors, they would be like, oh, sit here, we serve this place just for you because you're so oh. And Jacob says that can't be so, because, well, in here I see that Jacob knew what Pharisee was actually all about. Most of them, or some of them, they were about the outward looks. They wanted people to think they were holy, when in fact they were not holy. And Jacob is saying that don't go to that same trap. He's saying that it doesn't matter if the person has the new Calvin Klein or if he has the, $1 store clothes on. That has nothing to do with his worthiness. They are exactly the same. The outward looks of a man is secondary to the faith of the man. And that's what Jacob is trying to say. Why I'm doing a video about this is because next Tuesday we are starting our community Bible study group. I'm teaching again, and we are going in depth with Jacob. And I just finished my first sermon on that matter, so it's right up here now. And I've always loved the letter from Jacob because I've never looked at it and said that, oh, this is legalism. I've always said that, yeah, well, this speaks to me. It says to me that if you are a believer, if you are actually saved, you should be outwardly saved. Now, it doesn't mean that we always need to be happy. It doesn't mean that we always need to be the holier than thou people. We've been that. We don't need to go back. But what it does say is that when there's a need for you to help someone, you don't say that, yeah, it's New England Patriots versus Tennessee Titans, so sorry, I just can't. I need to watch that game. Of course, there are days when you are tired, and you are rightly so. But the mentality should be that no matter what, if someone needs me, I should be there. At least in some way. I could talk to them in the phone. I could say that, hey, I cannot be there physically, but if you need me, I'm here on the phone, we can talk. And that's the way we need to be. We do not live for ourselves anymore. We live for Christ. And that's a hard job to understand, even for me. Because I value my own time. I love being alone. And yet, every time I read Jacob, I understand that I cannot value my own time above the time of Christ. If Christ needs me to do something, well, my own personal time kind of flies out of the window because it doesn't matter. So, anyway, to everyone who sees this, have a nice day and take care.